Hello, dear viewers. Today, we'll be diving into part 1 of one of the most significant holidays on the Christian calendar, Easter. Easter's history and symbolism dates back to Babylonian sun god worship. Nimrod, a skillful hunter mentioned in the Bible, is believed to be by some historians worshipped as the sun god, who as ruler commissioned the construction of the Tower of Babel, which led to his reputation as a king who was rebellious against God. God was concerned that humans had blasphemed by building a tower that could reach the heavens to make a name for themselves. So as punishment, humans were divided into linguistic groups. Without a common language, the people were now unable to understand each other. Construction of the city ceased due to a lack of communication and other key factors. The name Easter has its roots in the goddess Astarte or Ishtar, also Semiramis, who was worshipped by the Assyrian people. Some historians have suggested that Easter may be derived from her name. Semiramis became known as Ishtar, which is pronounced Easter, and her moon egg became known as Ishtar's egg. The egg became a symbol of fertility and life for the ancient Assyrians and spread throughout the world. The ancient Druids bore an egg as the sacred emblem of their order. Semiramis or Ishtar, who was now worshipped as the mother of God and queen of heaven, continued to build her mystery religion through the ancient fables. The queen told the worshippers that when Tammuz was killed by the wild pig, some of his blood fell on the stump of an evergreen tree, and the stump grew into a full new tree overnight. This made the evergreen tree sacred by the blood of Tammuz, which is why an evergreen was carried inside every Assyrian household on December 25th, on the winter solstice when the Son of God was born. And it is the same tradition we practice today, during the Christmas season. She also proclaimed a 40-day period of time of sorrow each year prior to the anniversary of the death of Tammuz. During this time, no meat was to be eaten. Worshippers were to meditate upon the sacred mysteries of Baal and Tammuz, and to make the sign of the T sign of the cross in front of their hearts as they worshipped. They also ate sacred cakes with the marking of a T or cross on the top. Every year, on the first Sunday after the first full moon after the spring equinox, a celebration was made to honor the mother that bore the Son of God, Semiramis, and to commemorate the death, resurrection of her son, Niños Tammuz. It was Ishtar's Sunday and was celebrated with rabbits and eggs, the way we do Easter Sunday today. Ishtar also proclaimed that because Tammuz was killed by a pig, that a pig must be served on that Sunday. Many families bake hams at Easter time, even today. Easter, like all Christian holidays and festivals, has its origins in the Assyrian religion, and the word comes from the name of the ancient Assyrian mother goddess, Ishtar, who was also called Semiramis and Inanna. By now, the viewers should have made the connection that the religions of the world are based on the ancient Assyrian religion, which has infiltrated the contemporary Christian churches, and further study indicates that the entire Roman Catholic system is based on the Assyrian belief system. The truth is that Easter has nothing to do with the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We also know that Easter can be as much as 3 weeks away from the Passover, because the pre-Christian holiday is always set as the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the spring equinoxes. Some have wondered why the word Easter is in the King James Bible. It is because in Acts, chapter 12, tells us that it was the so-called evil King Herod who was planning to celebrate Easter, and not the Christians. Passover and Easter sometimes coincide, but in some years, they are a great distance apart. But the truth is that the 40 days of Lent, eggs, rabbits, hot cross buns, and the Easter ham have everything to do with the ancient Assyrian religion, paganism, and Christianity. As our conversation continues, let's remember that the Bible teaches us to test everything, hold onto what is good, and shun what is evil. 1 Thessalonians 5:21. So, let's remember to always examine the truth. With open hearts and minds, discover the truth in each and everything in totality. That wraps up our discussion on the truth about Easter. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. Remember to subscribe for more fascinating tidbits about religion and history. Until next time, be righteous.